Yo, what is good, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to Knicks Media. This is Richie, and in this video, it's a sad one because we're recapping the final game of the Knicks season. It's all over. The season is done. There's no play-in tournament. There's no playoffs. The Knicks season is done. But man, did we finish off the season with a crazy game from this man, Emmanuel Quickley, and that man on the wall in Obi Toppin, the 2020 draft class. The 2 first-round picks absolutely balled out. They've been balling out for the past couple of weeks to end off the season, and I really want to talk about Obi Toppin and Immanuel Quickley most importantly in this video. We're not going to really break down the game. I don't think you guys care. It's a meaningless game. Who cares that we beat the Toronto Raptors right now, right? I think I want to really center around this video talking about Immanuel Quickley, talk about Obi Toppin and their futures for the New York Knicks, because what we saw from them tonight and the previous couple games was really fun stuff, and it's unfortunate that we're not going into the play-in tournament simply because we can, carry that energy going into there. But at the same time, you think about it, everybody's hurt on this Knicks team. RJ went down with a sprained knee. Julius is out. D Rose has been gone for the entire season. Grimes, Deuce, Mitchell Robinson, Cam Reddish. I mean, the entire team's banged up to finish off the season, which kind of stinks. But at the same time, the injuries to these players, especially Julius Randle, is the reason why that we got to see what Obi Toppin is made of. So before we get into this video, I just want to mention, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that like button as well if you're just tuning into the channel. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in. My apologies for the inconsistency of the content here in Knicks Media. I'm expecting to be way more consistent going into the offseason, breaking down what we should expect from the Knicks in free agency, in the draft, any trade scenarios, recapping the season, what went wrong, and what needs to change. There's a lot of things coming here in Knicks Media. I'm really excited to kick off the offseason with you guys here on Knicks Media. So again, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to like the video if you did not already. So let's get right into Obi Toppin and my thoughts of him, because his confidence is through the roof. The thing about Obi Toppin that really frustrates me is not something to do with him. It's the head coach, Tom Thibodeau, not giving him the opportunity. It took Julius Randle to go down for the rest of the season for him to really get an opportunity. And the one thing that really stuck out to me, and I'm sure you guys know what I'm going to talk about, is Obi Toppin spoke to the media a couple games ago after he dropped 35 points, and he said that what's different right now is his confidence in himself, and also he has a feel of he feels free out there, where he doesn't feel like he's gonna get pulled out of the game if he makes a mistake. He is not looking over his back shoulder at the sideline, worrying that if he makes he creates a turnover, he puts up a bad shot, is not right, he's not in the right spot defensively, he's gonna get yanked out of the game because he's a starting power forward and he's gonna be playing big time minutes. He doesn't have to worry about that, because when Julius Randle's playing and Obi Toppin's in the game, usually, and everyone noticed this, Obi Toppin makes a mistake, he's yanked out of the game. Done. Quick leash. Tom Thibodeau does not give Obi Toppin any room to grow, and that shows you that now Obi Toppin is absolutely letting loose. He's a free bird. He's somebody that's chucking up threes. He's running the court. His energy. He's hitting some crazy mid-range shots. He's attacking the paint, doing acrobatic layups, crazy emphatic dunks. This is what we were expecting from Obi Toppin when we drafted him 8th overall, and we just have never saw this version of Obi Toppin simply because he's never been given the opportunity. And it's hard to give Obi Toppin an opportunity because we do have a guy in Julius Randle that was last year the most improved player. That was the All-Pro. That was the All-Star. So you can say, okay, it makes sense why Obi didn't play a lot as a rookie. But in year number 2, Julius Randle, we all know what happened with him. He crumbled. He did not have a good season with us. You can see the box score. He finished off, averaging a pretty good, decent amount. 20 points per game, around double-digit rebounds, I'm pretty sure. If you look at the stats, Julius Randle did not have that bad of a season, but when the eye test, Julius Randle just didn't pass it this year. He was not there energetically. He was not there as a leader. The turnovers, he did not handle the pressure well, right? We all know what went wrong with Randle, and I'm going to talk more about that in future videos. I don't really want to talk about Randle too much in this one, but you can't talk about Obi Toppin without bringing up Randle, because he is the reason why Obi Toppin's getting this opportunity. So now the New York Knicks have a really interesting decision on their hands. What do we do in the offseason? What does Leon Rose do? Do we trade away Julius Randle and give the keys to Obi Toppin? Because the last thing I want to see the Knicks do is go into next season with the same exact approach by giving Randle 35 minutes a game and giving Obi Toppin 12 minutes a game. That is absolutely not going to happen. If we keep Randle, which I think is probably going to happen, it really is going to be a long shot if we move on from Julius Randle. What the Knicks need to figure out is getting Obi Toppin on the court with Julius Randle if they decide to keep him. The last thing we need is exactly what I said, giving all the minutes to Randle like we did this year, not letting Obi Toppin flourish, because Obi's going to go into year number 3, and you can only imagine this type of confidence that Obi Toppin is going to have going into year number 3 after finishing off the season, dropping 42 points. I mean, are you kidding me? 42 points, 10 rebounds, 16 of 28, 6 3-pointers. Obi Toppin was everywhere tonight, and not only tonight, the previous game. He's averaging like well over 20 points per game in the last 5 games. So what I'm trying to say is the Knicks really have a really interesting decision. I want to hear your thoughts. I feel like everyone in the comments is going to be obvious. Trade Randle. Let Obi take over. I have a feeling that's what everyone's going to say in the comments, and I don't blame you guys, but me as a Knicks fan, looking at it from the Knicks front office perspective, just in terms of what I'm expecting from the Knicks front office, we heard Leon Rose speak to Mike Breen tonight before the game, and he said that Randle loves being in New York. It could be smokescreen, we don't know, but if the Knicks really want to make a big-time move on from Julius Randle, give the keys to Obi Toppin, and then, I don't know, we'll talk about more about that in future videos, because that is a really interesting conversation, because Obi Toppin's proving to be a player that can be a focal point, right? I don't think this is a fluke. This is something, it's not like, you know, Obi Toppin's never been playing good basketball throughout his career with the Knicks in his only 2 seasons. It's that he's never been given the opportunity. It's a big difference. It's not like Obi's been playing, you know, a lot of basketball, a lot of minutes every game, and he's been not playing good, and all of a sudden now he's breaking out. No, this is the first time in his career where he's playing real minutes. 30 minutes a game, 35 plus. I mean, tonight he played 40 minutes because everyone was hurt, and he still puts up 42 points? That's ridiculous. Give him the keys, man. I really hope that the Knicks understand that they got a big-time piece in Obi Toppin next year, and he needs to be getting at least minimum 25 minutes per game next year if he's not starting. It's that simple. Case closed. Now, the next player I want to talk about is Emmanuel Quickley. Where is all the haters at? The amount of people, and if you're watching this, calling you out. I know you're watching. There's a lot of people that commented on my channel all season long, on my Twitter mentions, clowning me, saying that this man, Emmanuel Quickley, is not a point guard. We got to get rid of him. He's overrated. He's a, you know, shot chucker. He's not a true bona fide playmaker. Absolutely wrong. All those takes, you could throw them out the door. In my opinion, Emmanuel Quickley could be considered a future point guard for this Knicks team. 34 points, 12 assists, 10 rebounds. His second career triple-double, his career high in points. Emmanuel Quickley is really becoming a playmaker, and that's what has really impressed me the most. The 34 points was great for my IQ. We know that he can be a scorer. That's a career high. That's awesome. But really, what impresses me the most, 12 assists, man. On how many turnovers? 3 turnovers on 12 assists. It's a great ratio, and I feel like Emmanuel Quickley is a playmaker. He's very good, man. The passes that he made tonight, and not only tonight, it's not like just tonight I'm saying, oh, tonight he had 12 assists. He's a good point guard. Look at his numbers the last couple of games, and he's really showing that if you give him the opportunity, and also he started tonight. Don't forget that. First time he started, I think, all season long, because RJ went down with an injury, so that slid him up. Alec Burks was the starting point guard all year. So what I'm trying to say is, Tom Thibodeau did not give IQ, did not give Obi Toppin the right opportunities all season long, and to finish off the year, you give Quickley the starting job, and he puts up 34, 12, and 10? Are you kidding me? I think Emmanuel Quickley deserves to be potentially the starting point guard next year. Am I wrong for saying that? I don't know. Maybe that's just me living on a high watching what Quickley just did tonight, because he's chucking up threes from way downtown and drilling them. His ability to take people off the dribble and attack the rim is different lately, and his floaters is automatic. His free throw shooting is absolutely phenomenal, as we all know. His mid-range jump shot is actually becoming a thing now, and his playmaking, and even his rebounding, and his defense. I mean, this is a player that's developing, and we got a really good young core. So I really want to focus on Obi Toppin and IQ in this video the most. And to finish off the video, I just want to talk about and remind Knicks fans that I know that it's a disappointing season. We all expected to be in the playoffs, but the good news is we got a really actual good young core on our hands, with RJ Barrett entering, 21 years old, coming off a 20 points per game season in year number 3. Mitchell Robinson, we will see what happens with him in free agency. We all know that he might be getting paid elsewhere. I hope that we retain him. We'll see what happens. We also have Quentin Grimes, Deuce McBride, Jericho Sims. All 3 of those rookies had decent rookie seasons. I think we can all say with confidence that those guys will either be good trade pieces. Not saying I want to trade them, but the only way that the Knicks get a superstar on this team through the trade market is probably giving up a couple of these young players. Unfortunately, right? That's the reality of the situation. But what I'm trying to say is we are in a really good situation right now heading into this offseason with crazy amount of picks. I mean, I think we have like around 14 draft picks in the next 3 years. We got a young core of RJ, Quickley, Obi, Deuce, Grimes, Reddish, Sims. I'm probably forgetting someone, throwing Mitchell Robinson in there, but we will see if he's a Knick next year. But we have a true nucleus that we can build this foundation for the future. We can trade a lot of these picks away for a big-time player, or we also are coming into the lottery this year to add another piece to the young core. So there's a lot of things to be excited about. The Knicks got a lot of work to do in the offseason, though. There's no sugarcoating it. There's a lot of things that went wrong this season that I'm going to talk about in future videos. But in this one, I wanted to talk mostly about Obi Toppin and Emmanuel Quickley. So what they did tonight was crazy, and their futures on this Knicks team might be a little more brighter than most people will give credit for. So that does it for this video. Feels good to be back talking about the Knicks. Expect more Knicks content coming soon. And comment down below your thoughts. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Like the video if you guys enjoy. Let's go Knicks. Peace out, everybody.